This is just one more of the small video snippet series that we've got to explain uh, the upcoming course, which is the October challenge for raising capital up to $100,000 in the early stage in 6 weeks or less. Now, I wanted to talk about how we confirm the process that people, the companies that we're targeting, have used to do other mergers and acquisitions. If you can understand how they've done it before, it's going to be very easy to present your project in exactly the same way to them. So how do we do that? We do that at 2 points. Firstly, one at the when we're trying to look for our cornerstone investor, we're usually selling around about half the business, and the other is when we exit, or the next value realization point, pre-scale or exit, where we want to get a full price for our product, and we want to make sure we can get the best we can at that time. So how do we do that? Well, firstly, we've got to pick a publicly listed company. You need to do that because their shares are liquid. At any one time, if you have shares in that public listed company, you can ring a broker and say, sell, and within hours, you've got all your money in cash. Might not be the same price, it might be higher, it might be lower, you just don't know. But that's ultimately it's liquidity, and that's what you purchase. But at the same time, if we do this right, it's not going to cost them cash to have to fork out to you. So then the way we do that is when we have a publicly listed company, we go to their website and we go into their annual reports and we download their annual reports for maybe the last 5 years. Some only have them for 3 years, but generally they will have the annual reports on their website or have a link to them. So when you get into the annual report, you go to the auditor's report. An annual report talks up the process that they've got. An auditor's report it says exactly what has happened and what is proposed to happen and how that's all been treated. And that's very important for an objective perspective for shareholders. And so that's the one you have to go to, the auditor's report within the annual report. You find out who they purchased in terms of companies in the past and how they went about it and what price they paid. And then you can calculate backwards on what that was valued at. So once you identify who the parties are, there's another element of that you can actually find out who they are and ring them. So it's not that hard to search back into company's registration and find who the directors were on the original company way back when, and then ring those directors. Find them in the books. It'll usually have a name and a city. You can find that person, ring them and say, you sold your company to XYZ. I'm looking at doing the same thing. Tell me what the process was like and how they valued you. And they may be very positive about it. They may still be shareholders. They may be negative about it. At least you're going to know the truth. Okay, we'll see you on the next video. See what else we can give you.